Your responsibility lies in realizing your child's future dreams. Minimuthu Dayada Children's Insurance from Sri Lanka Insurance. Call 235-7357.
In a few moments, the news.
Sri Lanka Insurance, like a father, like a mother.
This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
.45. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Here is the news, edited by Dulmin Samarasinghe, assisted by Sanjay, and read by Geethanjali Ramanayaka. The headlines. The government rejects all details on the annual report of the UN Secretary-General on Sri Lanka. The media minister will visit North today to look into the vocational needs of northern journalists. The National Tree Planting Program commences from Anuradhapura today. Children will get the opportunity to watch Rukada Panchi children's film today, free of charge. In news overseas, Paris poised for maximum COVID alert. In sports news, more than 13,000 spectators will be able to attend each day of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Those are the headlines, and now let's take a look at the details. Sri Lanka has reiterated that apart from operating routine security networks in the interest of national security, local security forces and intelligence agencies are not engaged in monitoring specific group of people in the country. Acting permanent representative of Sri Lanka to the United Nations in Geneva, Dayani Gamage, made this remark during the 45th session of the UN Human Rights Council. Sri Lanka also urged any party concerned of the alleged intimidating visits, surveillance, complaints of harassment and reprisals to make formal complaints to the law enforcement authorities or to independent national institutions so that action can be taken to investigate the alleged incidents. Sri Lanka reiterated that it's committed to protecting and promoting freedom of expression and civil society space. The government of Sri Lanka is also committed to ensure that complaints received on alleged attacks against journalists, human rights defenders and civil society are investigated and prosecuted. Minister Keheliya Rambukwella will tour the northern province today to look into the professional needs of Tamil journalists in the north. The minister is scheduled to hold discussions with Tamil journalists in connection with their vocational needs. The minister also wishes to take necessary measures to publicize services provided by the Information Department to journalists in the northern province. Observations will be needed on the possibility of expanding transmission networks of the state radio and television channels during his tour. The agriculture exhibition organized by the Northern Province Department of Agriculture will be held today at Vadakarachu Farm in Kilinochchi. Minister Douglas Devananda attended the event yesterday as a chief guest. Director of the Northern Province Agriculture Department, S. Sivakumar, said that they are taking necessary measures to develop agriculture in the area. The exhibition will end today. The producer of the Rukada Panchi children's film, Kularatna Arimasha, says that children will be able to watch the film free of charge today. During a media briefing recently, he said that members of the armed forces, police, health staff and journalists can also watch the film free of charge on any day. Veteran actor Jackson Anthony, who is the main actor of the film, said that there is a resurgence in the film industry due to the success of the program conducted by the government in the face of coronavirus pandemic. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Minimuthu Dayada Children's Insurance from Sri Lanka Insurance. Call 235-7357.
To conclude the local news, let's take a look at the headlines once again. The government rejects all details on the annual report of the UN Secretary-General on Sri Lanka. The media minister will visit North today to look into the vocational needs of northern journalists. The National Tree Planting Programme commences from Anuradhapura today. Children will get the opportunity to watch Rukada Panchi children's film today free of charge. News overseas, Paris poised for maximum COVID alert. Sports, more than 13,000 spectators will be able to attend each day of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix.
In the ever-changing world, our children's dreams are much larger. We need to plan ahead if we want to make their dreams a reality.
The King of Insurance introduces the Minimuthu Dayada Children's Insurance. 125% of the sum assured after maturity. Mother, father or guardian receives 5 times the insured amount as the insurance cover. 1,000 rupees per day hospitalization cover. Your responsibility lies in realizing your child's future dreams. Minimuthu Dayada Children's Insurance from Sri Lanka Insurance. Call 235-7357.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
The National Tree Planting Programme of the Ministry of Environment will commence at 9 a.m. today near Anuradhapura Ruwanwali Mahasaya. The programme is implemented with the aim of increasing forest cover under the Vistas of Prosperity manifesto of the President. The programme will commence with the blessings of the Chief Sanganayaka of Nuwara Kalavia and Chief Monks of Ruwanwali Mahasaya, Venerable Pallegama Hemaratna, and Minister Mahinda Amaravira. An advisor to the Ministry of Environment, Sarath Chandrasirivithana, said that the saplings will be distributed among the environment pilot teams of schools during the event.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
In Watchlight this morning, motorists say that they are severely inconvenienced due to the beggars staying near traffic lights in the Colombo city. They point out that some women are carrying small children while begging. They further said that there is a danger of road accidents since they cross the lanes as soon as the green signal comes on. They request the Colombo Traffic Police to pay their attention in this regard. That came to you in Watchlight.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of
People's Leasing, the trusted leader. From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always. All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
And world news headlines, Paris poised for maximum COVID alert. Armenia and Azerbaijan defy ceasefire calls. Belgium ex-king's love child wins royal titles. Those are the headlines, and let's take a look at the details now. The health minister has warned that French authorities could place Paris and a maximum COVID alert on from Monday. Oliver Véran said infection rates in the capital and its suburbs are rising and a decision on imposing new restrictions will be made on Sunday. He added that a total closure of bars could be needed in the capital. France, one of many European countries that are seeing a rise in cases, recorded more than 13,000 infections yesterday. The World Health Organization has warned that surging figures in Europe should serve a wake-up call. Azerbaijan and Armenia have defied calls for ceasefire amid the worst fighting in decades between the two over disputed territory. The US, France and Russia jointly condemned the fighting of Nagorno-Karabakh in the southern Caucasus. Turkey also dismissed demands for ceasefire. Nagorno-Karabakh is officially part of Azerbaijan but governed by separatist ethnic Armenians. Years of negotiations have never resulted in a peace treaty. The love child of former Belgian King Albert II has won a court battle to grant her the same rights and titles as her father's children by his marriage under the ruling artist Delphine Boyle will be granted the title of Princess of Belgium. King Albert admitted he was her father in January this year, having fought her paternity claim for more than a decade. Her mother, Baroness Desailly's Longchamps, claims she had an 18-year affair with Albert before he was king. That came to you in a World News.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of
People's Leasing, the trusted leader. From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always. All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
In our development news today, the Mana wind power plant, the largest wind power plant in the country, is set to generate electricity by the end of this month. Minister Dallas Al-Harperuna said construction work of the power plant has reached its final stage and therefore a certain amount of megawatts of electricity will be generated by the end of this month. He said within a few months the project will reach its full capacity and will supply electricity to the national grid. And that came to you in development news.
The wait is over and it's time for you to experience happiness. It's time to remap the graph for success. It's time to rebuild your empire. It's time to initiate your entrepreneur dreams. Empower your dreams with NSB Wings. Get your 2-year personal loan for just 7% per annum, starting from 500,000 rupees to 10 million rupees. All you need is just one guarantee. NSB Wings. Recharge the high goals.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
The CEOs of the Afghanistan Chamber of Commerce and Investment, Syed Zaman Hashemi, and the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce, Manjula De Silva, virtually signed a historic MOU of the cooperation between the two chambers recently. The MOU provides for the establishment of the Afghanistan-Sri Lanka Trade Desk within both chambers, helping implement both sides' shared commercial goals.
The wait is over and it's time for you to experience happiness. It's time to remap the graph for success. It's time to rebuild your empire. It's time to initiate your entrepreneur dreams. Empower your dreams with NSB Wings. Get your 2-year personal loan for just 7% per annum, starting from 500,000 rupees to 10 million rupees. All you need is just one guarantee. NSB Wings. Recharge the high goals.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Take a look at the sports news. Formula One, more than 13,000 spectators will be able to attend each day of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix this year. The race will take place over the weekend of 31st October and 1st November at Italy's Imola circuit, which last held a Formula Race 1 in 2006. A statement from Imola said it had been possible to obtain significant public presence owing to a meticulous anti-COVID health security protocol. That came to you in a sports news.
Economic News, courtesy of...
Hello, Puta, did you land already?
We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy.
Calm down, everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge.
LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
In our economic news this morning, Board of Investment needed to stand out to attract investment, and it was already putting in a lot of effort in this regard. U.S. Ambassador to Sri Lanka, Elena B. Teplis, told the American Chamber of Commerce in Colombo recently. She highlighted the ease of trade with the U.S. and the scope for increased utilization of trade schemes. She also called for private sector lead growth models.
Congratulations on your promotion. Heard you gave a treat for everyone in your department yesterday.
Yeah. When will be our treat, huh? Well, how about today?
Oh no, I was just joking. We'll have a party with your new salary.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Weather report was sponsored by
CIB Janajaya Vasana 15th phase offer from 14th September to 11th October. Win gifts worth in 100,000s for every over 3,000 rupees bill. Visit CIB today.
In our weather update this morning, several spells of showers will occur in western, Sabargama, southern and central provinces. Several spells of light showers may occur in northwestern province. Fairly strong gusty winds of about 40 kilometers per hour can be expected in the northern, north central and northwestern provinces, Trincomalee and Hambantota districts and in the western slopes of the central hills.
Weather report was sponsored by
CIB Janajaya Vasana 15th phase offer from 14th September to 11th October. Win gifts worth in 100,000s for every over 3,000 rupees bill. Visit CIB today.
And before we conclude this news broadcast from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation, let's take a look at the headlines. The government rejects all details on the annual report of the UN Secretary-General on Sri Lanka. The media minister will visit North today to look into the vocational needs of northern journalists. The National Tree Planting Programme commences from Anuradhapura today. Children will get the opportunity to watch Rukada Panchi children's film today free of charge. News overseas, Paris poised for maximum COVID alert. In sports news, more than 13,000 spectators will be able to attend each day of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Those are the news headlines, and with that we conclude the news broadcast.